Advices to get rich and stop being lazy. Well, first and foremost, I'm still working on that because I've come to understand that I go in waves. So I'll have 2 positive years where I really grind things out, and then I'll have like a year where I need to be pushed. But as your own boss, the only thing I can tell you to do, and these are things I'm trying to implement still, is to constantly be reading how to better your own company, your own self, and surround yourself with books and positive works about procrastination, about managing. So you always will have reminders, like just put it on the background when you're bored, because if you have those key reminders or motivational things in your life, it tends to influence you, just like being around positive people make you positive. But the other thing I would say is hold yourself accountable. Like I said, I had 2 days where I'm lazy, but I'm gonna be mad about it later. Instead of being lazy that day, hold myself accountable that day right then and there and say, well, it's not the weekend. If you want to be lazy, you can rest on the weekend. Unfortunately for me, it was the weekend, hence why I was lazy, right? No, it wasn't the weekend. Was it? What the fuck is it? No, it wasn't the weekend. You know, but hold yourself accountable every moment during like regular hours, work hours. My advice is to never confuse activity with productivity. Anthony, that's exactly where things started going downhill. So I started realizing that a lot of the work I was doing through the pandemic, I started to drink and do. And you can drink and have sex. You can shoot solos drinking. You can take photos, because a lot of my work is editing photos, doing fun stuff, right? So you're like, oh, I'm going to have a drink by the pool and then I'm going to shoot a bunch of solos or whatever, right? And I actually found myself last year, I would be like, oh, I'm going to shoot some solos and stuff. And then I'd be like, oh shit, I want to drink. So I actually, like about a year ago, started to separate my work life and social life again, because I fell into that very bizarre habit. But I totally like the way you said it. That's a very, very good phrase. What did you say? I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it in my notes, in positivity notes. All right. You want to steal one? No. So I do paint, actually. I don't paint quite as good as what I like to think I paint, but I can tell you guys right now, I went the other day, so I drew a small sketch of my dogs, but they are dressed up like Marie Antoinette, or one's Marie Antoinette and one is Napoleon, and those are huge canvas. So I want to put one on either side of my chimney. So I made it I drew it small, and then I went to a big printing place and I just had it hugely printed so I can copy it onto this. I can copy it with me. The problem with me on the big canvas is trying to get the size right, like too big or too small. You're looking for like outside of it. So I'm gonna try turning it this way and see if it works. So that's it. So you don't want to fuck it up. So like you no. Okay, so you're gonna think this. I mean, I don't think it's perfect. It's just like I just like regular old house paint. House paint, like basic, no shine house paint. That's my favorite thing. I like, because it's such big amounts, and the craft stores were out of paint when I started painting the beginning of the pandemic. So I started using house paint, and now I like to just go get like sample colors. Yeah, I like to take mushrooms and then paint. Turns out really nice. I'm just like, this is nice. Nice for hours. Nice for hours. Yeah.